one day you're going to finally realize that your life finally reflects the person that you've been becoming. Growth often happens quietly inside first. You do the inner work, you start shifting your mindset, you change how you respond to this crazy life out here, and eventually something really powerful happens. Your external life begins catching up with the person you've been becoming. I'm Sage, I'm your growth coach, and the topic today is when your life starts matching the person you've become. So, why does this matter? Well, inner change eventually shapes the outer life. And I remember hearing this explanation one time about, planting a seed deep in the earth, right? And the seed is, under the ground. And we are doing the work, and it starts to sprout, and it starts to move up, and we keep doing the work, keep believing. And it takes a while before it's going to finally break through the surface and become an actual plant, before we can see it. And there's so much daily, choice and work and effort to get that plant to come above the surface. But it's also feeling the feelings of belief. Now, that alignment becomes visible at a certain point. But you got to stay in that space of that work and that belief. And then life becomes more natural, and it feels like what it's supposed to feel like. So, a couple quotes. Inner change creates outer alignment, and your life reflects who you believe you are. So instead of getting stuck just in the daily monotony and the daily routine, you've got to be able to kind of project a vision out there of who you see yourself as in the future, and start trying to act like that version of you. If you haven't read any books from Joe Dispenza, I greatly recommend his books for this kind of inner work. Now, a couple questions. Where do you see evidence of your growth? And what parts of your life actually are starting to feel more aligned? And what version of you is finally emerging? Acknowledge that. Celebrate that. All right, 3 tips. 3 tips today. Notice the progress that you've made. That's big, okay? Because if we keep doing the work, believing, and we don't take time to pause and notice and be grateful for what has already happened and where we're already at, then that can kind of chop at our momentum. It takes our legs out from underneath of us. So we want steady legs by acknowledging and having that gratitude. Number 2, you really want to allow your life to evolve naturally, okay? Because we are not in control of everything, as much as I'd like to be in control of everything. We are not. Control is an illusion, so you have to allow. And even if you had these great plans for yesterday and then a bomb blew up in your life, you've got to just be like, okay, that's Earth School. That's what happens here. So you've got to just try and recenter yourself, get back on track. And then 3 goes along with that. You've got to just keep choosing to align yourself with that vision of the future self. So circling back around, when you grow internally, your life eventually reflects it externally. So here's your intention for today. My life aligns with the person I am becoming. So honor that growth that already exists in your life and celebrate it today and keep building that momentum, because I'm proud of you, I see you. I see you showed up today. Thanks for that. Because growth takes a village. Even if we're doing it at home by ourselves, that energy builds on this planet. And that's what changes this place for the better. It takes you. It takes you and your growth and your change showing up. Love you.